the groove, right?
Yeah.
Skating backwards and doing it to the song.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're the same brown skates they have to.
Okay. So Vashon, what did you do this weekend?
My family was in town for a memorial that I attended on Friday. So we just hung out all weekend.
Ah,
We played yesterday, we played a couple of rounds of left, right, center. And I found out my uncle is a hustler. It broke my heart. That's okay, we got to the potty. I'm like, no gambling like this. But yeah, family. What about you?
went to go see Ballerina.
Oh, was it good?
Look at that. Everybody's waiting for the reviews. Now I have everybody's attention.
Was it good?
Yes, it was. And let me just tell you something. If ever, if I could go back in time and I'm like 5 or 6 and something has happened in my family, don't take me to the mafia to, train me up. Don't give me a gold coin. If anybody gives you a gold coin and says, there are two sides to every coin, peace and death, don't say, yeah, I don't need that. Could I just have $100? But no, it was good. And let me just tell you, Keanu Reeves, which I know everybody, it's because in the trailers they show him. I say he was in it for maybe 10 minutes. And the guy from Walking Dead, he was in it for maybe 10 minutes.
So I'll focus on the girl.
It was, but it was very good.
Hope to see that.
And I tell you what, there's a scene, and this is a scene, I'm not giving anything away because they've done it in prior scenes. She was making them turn on those ballerina shoes till they were bleeding. They were falling in blood. She's like, no, again. Again. So that's like if you all go roller skating and I'm there, I'm going to do like Angelica Houston. And I'll be like, again, get up, again. But there's blood on the floor again. But no, that was good. I still haven't seen, what is it, Thunderbolts or Thundercats or something. So I'm waiting for that. That has, I think, 90% Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
But stay for the movie, but come for the trailers. All right, it is almost 9 o'clock. Robert Porter, you were in jury trial. You finished? Did you have one part or 2 parts?
I had 5 count, not guilty. All 5.
What were the charges?
Burglary with the burglary, then aggravated assault, then
Wow.
Yeah.
But Sean, when you're waiting for 9 o'clock, there we are. It's 9 o'clock. All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to stand and let me know you're here. Moses Pettis. Emmanuel Moses Pettis. Nicholas Carrion. Mike Hernandez. Thank you. Tyrell Antonio Benjamin. Tyrell Antonio Benjamin. Troy Mishler.
He's present with counsel.
Thank you. Jamarian Greer. Thank you. Pedro Rodriguez, custody. Roxanne Crystal Gonzalez. Roxanne Crystal Gonzalez. Kenneth Howie, custody. Diego Chavez. Masiel Dominguez Cerna. Masiel Dominguez Cerna. Luis Valerio Morales. Thank you. Carlos Vasquez Raul and Aosta, custody. Mia Ray Hermio Herrera. Emmanuel Gonzalez. Justin Lee Heather. Richard Thomas, custody. Adriana Ramos. Jose Mejia. Guillermo Mejia Ortega, custody. Miguel Velez Jr. Anthony James Cochran. Mariano Rendone, custody. Anthony James Cochran. Luis Beltran, custody. Deshawana Robinson. Clinton Dixon, custody. Richard Ramea. Thank you. Mahmoud Algodrab. Dorian Camarillo, custody. Roberto Monreal. Eric Cepeda. Eric Ray Cepeda. Israel Mancada, he's by Zoom. Tyler James Ashbaugh. Mariano Rendone, custody. Dino Aosta. Jack Daniel Cross, custody. I wonder, Rashawn, I don't drink, but is he related to the Jack Daniels of Jack Daniels? Ruby Caserus, custody. Claudell Carney, custody. Emmanuel Pettis. Nicholas Carrion. Tyrell Benjamin.
Not the first row and it's not.
Roxan Gonzalez. Masiel Dominguez Cerna.
Sir, second row. Not on the second row. You guys have to sit down like it is church. Sit over.
Deshawana Robinson.
Second row. People that are late, second row. After.
Eric Ray Cepeda. Tyler James Ashbaugh. All right, is there anyone present and your name was not called? What's your name, sir? Yeah, second row. What page is Tyrell Benjamin? Oh, I see it. Yes, anyone else who came in late or your name was not called? Yes. Second row. All right, Emmanuel Moses Pettis, Nicholas Carrion, Roxanne Crystal Gonzalez. Eric Ray Cepeda. All right, anyone else whose name was not called or you came in late? All right, everyone, these are the rules of the court. You need to follow these rules. 1, we do have inmates that will be brought out. You're not allowed to speak to them. If you want to speak to them, you need to do that at the Bexar County Jail for jail visitation. And for people who have never been in court, the reason for that is because it's security issues. And when you're talking to inmates, that raises security concerns. If you speak to an inmate, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be instructed to leave. There's no need to have conversation with me saying, Judge, please let us say we didn't know, because I'm telling you. So once they tap you on the shoulder, you're going to have to leave the courtroom. The only time you will be allowed back in this courtroom is if you are called as a witness in a case. Attorneys, if you have someone who's in custody, ask the deputies to have them brought out. Once you're requested an inmate, do not leave. Again, we have, for security purposes, there are a limited number of people who are allowed in, inmates who are allowed in the courtroom. If your client wishes to speak to the court in language other than English, you will need to ask for an interpreter. And if your client is on the docket today and they do not speak English, yes, they're going to need to speak to the court. Do not speak behind the court reporter when we are on the record. You'll know we're on the record because I will have called the style of the case. Probation is to the back. An attorney, Mr. Schaefer, is talking to probation now. That is the probation officer. They're an intricate part of these proceedings. If you have someone you're thinking about applying for probation, or if they have a motion to revoke, please confer with her because I'm going to ask her advice on things as well as to how your client is doing. Once you have conferred with your client and conferred with the state, then you're ready to approach. Just ask the clerk to pull your file. You don't need to stand on the side staring at me because guess what? I'm going to call you in the order of appearance. It's Monday. We thought we would be retired. We are not. We're going to have to accept that. We're just going to be kind to each other. So everyone, please confer. And Mr. Schaefer, your guy is already on Zoom.
Judge, we need to get proof that he's completed the aggressive driving course.
Okay. Do you want to bring him on and ask him, or does you already know if he has it or not?
I thought we were here the last time he said he had done.
Well, he had said he had an appointment. Could I see the file on Israel Mancata, please?
No.
Mr. Mancata, what's the update on your driver's license?
Yes.
Yes,
It's my partner told us last week.
yeah.
And so his driver's license is still gonna be suspended for a year.
Until-
What we were bringing it back today was to get an update from his officer to see what needed to be complete that possibly we could get him, see about terminating him early.
Yes.
We received a supplemental report from the officer and it seems that there are a couple of things that are still outstanding on his behalf.
Okay.
The community service hours, the aggressive driving course, and there was a TAP evaluation completed where they did recommend a couple of things.
Okay.
That being outpatient treatment, sober support meetings, and monthly UAs. All of his UAs that have been
Negative.
given have been negative.
Mhm.
Don't see that
The sober
There's any-
support meetings are needed.
yeah, so he did do sober support meetings when you told him that was the mandate for it.
Mhm.
So I don't know at this point if necessarily the outpatient treatment is needed or if the board would like to hold that in abeyance.
I'll
But-
hold that in advance.
But
The aggressive driving.
the aggressive driving course, Mr. Mercado, I believe, indicate he completed it, but we don't have any record of that.
All right,
So,
Mr. Makata.
Yes,
If you've completed the aggressive driving course, you need to send that and you can send it by email to your attorney or to probation.
okay.
So have you completed it?
I've actually, feel that I'm gonna start working.
I'm sorry, what? You were going in and out.
I'm sorry, I apologize. As we speak, I had just talked to my, because I was, that's what my driver's license. I mean, I know it's something, but I'm already on it.
All right, and then with the community service hours. He should have, because this is when we were going through COVID and we didn't have a place for people to do community service hours. So I said, hey, I'm not ordering you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you get the COVID vaccination, it'll go towards your community service hours. So if he did that, then that means he owes 110 hours. So with regards to the 110 hours, you can either pay that off. And if you want to pay it off, it's at $7.25 per hour. And you can do the donation to the food bank. And during COVID time, I was suggesting for the food bank because they had a shortage of food. They still may have shortage of food. Or if there's some other charity that you want to donate to, you can just talk to probation and make sure it's a approved charity and not the human fund.
Okay, I
Like
understand.
George Costanza.
Judge, can we ask him how long it'll take to complete the aggressive driving course?
Yes. How long will it take to complete the aggressive driving course? Have they told you?
About 2 months.
2 weeks.
Yes, To be on the safe side, yes.
All right, 2 weeks?
Judge, can we just reset this then?
Yes. All right, so what we'll do is we'll reset your case for 2 weeks. You can still Zoom in. So do you think you're gonna need, do you think you're able to afford to pay off your community service hours?
I could work on it. I could do my best.
All right, here's the thing. If you can't afford to pay off community service hours, is there some place that you like to work for charity?
For charity, I'm willing to, yes, because yeah, I'm tight on ends, and I just had my second baby girl, and I mean I do everything in my power to do to
I
make
tell
it.
you what, then, since you just had your child, I'll give you some choices. I can give you more choices now. If you
Yes,
complete a parenting course, then your community service hours will be deemed satisfied, okay?
Okay,
So probation, if he completes his parenting course, then I'll deem the community service hours satisfied.
How long does it take to complete the parenting?
It should
Can
be
we
that-
reset it for a month, maybe, Judge? Give him some time.
Do you want to reset him for a month, Rashawn, or sooner? All right, so,
He gets it done sooner, Judge, we have to ask that, I can ask her.
all right, so we're gonna reset you for 1 month, but if you complete everything before then, probation will present me with a early termination, okay?
okay, sounds good.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a month reset. All right, so it will be July 8th and you can appear by Zoom.
Okay,
All right, congratulations on the baby.
thank you so much.
They're fun, that age. And don't
Yeah.
rush them into walking because once they start walking, they get into everything. But they're still
Yeah.
fun.
Yes,
All
they
right.
are.
Have a good day, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Judge. May
Karen.
I be excused?
Yes.
Got it on my.
Thank you.
Hello.
To talk to the court on that case. Courtroom. How much time? Well, so on the wrap. I have this year. Right. Yes. Yes. That's yeah. Rolling it up, that me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's here on Troy Mishler?
I'm here on that case, Your Honor. Mr. Mishler's here.
All right, have him come forward, please. Hello,
Morning,
how
Judge.
was your trip?
I haven't taken it yet.
Oh, you haven't taken it
I'm
yet?
taking one at the end of this month.
Ah,
Ms. Crespo is the other prosecutor.
Oh, and Ms.
Okay.
Crispo did have a trip.
so
That's
it
the
was like,
shooting it.
okay. All right, so my understanding, you all have all discovery
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
and offer tender?
Yes.
And sir, how old are you? All right. Ms. Ferguson? Set this for a plea deadline date, that second week in July, please.
How did you do like that?
Your Honor, I'm out part of that week,
Okay.
on vacation, but I'll be back in the office the 16th. That's a Monday.
All right, Ms. Ferguson? Can we put it on the
16th is a Wednesday.
this day? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong month, Your Honor. The 14th is a Monday. I'm sorry.
All right, 14th will be your plea deadline date. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge.
Thank you. All right, who's here on Richard Ramea?
She told you don't stand here and eyeball her.
Yeah, don't know about me.
I never made
Because
eye
people
contact.
do that and they just stand there staring. And I'm like, I haven't had the file. And then some people will sit and they don't tell anybody that they're ready. So they'll just sit there and then, what's going on? And then they're like, Judge, I've been waiting. I'm like, did you tell anybody you were ready? I didn't have that. All right. I only have one sheet in this case.
Oh, Judge, we were
What
here,
is happening?
we were here on May 22nd. We sent him to see if he was gonna be accepted in 379 for
Mhm.
the mental health docket. We have not heard back from him yet.
All right, and that's the 379?
It is.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you call 379 to see what's the update on Mr. Ramea? Because I will tell you, to get accepted in mental health, then we would have to. Yes,
That's what
yes.
that was the whole.
And I know we're close to being outside the window to do that, but.
I can't offer her.
How you doing this morning?
Hmm.
How are you doing this morning?
Very good.
Oh, that's good. So I know it's been taking a while, but we're trying to make sure that we get you where you need to be so that you can be successful.
I thought that's Robert.
I'll look at it again for.
All right, council, while they're getting that, do you mind moving to the side? All right. Roxan Gonzalez?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, I'm fine. My client's having a little.
Oh, where's
child
she?
here. She's not here.
Oh,
So I told her to get on Zoom. I don't know if she's on there.
no, she's not.
She's had some, she called me this morning, said she's got some child care custody issues. She can't get somebody to watch her kids. So I told her to bring her kids.
Mhm.
Norma suggested for her to get on Zoom, but
All right,
I haven't heard back from her.
all right. So we'll wait for her. Otherwise, a warrant is going to end up being
Okay.
issued.
I'm just
All right. Thank
gonna
you.
run to another court and as soon as I hear from her, I'll come back.
All right, thank you.
More than likely, I think we'll cause them.
All right, Mia Ray Hermio Herrera.
Present, Your Honor. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, let me just find her on the docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I just got assigned to this case to the firm. We've just been retained. I have a trial setting in the 175th this morning and I'm due in court as shortly as I can be.
Okay. All right, Norma, how long is your trial?
It's gonna be all week, Judge.
All right. Ms. Ferguson. Yes. Recall this for the week of the 23rd.
What week?
The week of the 23rd of June.
The 21st.
Your Honor, I have a trial setting in Guadalupe County on that day. On the 22nd, I think is a Monday.
No, the 22nd is a Sunday.
Okay, the 23rd then, ma'am, Judge.
So is it gonna go?
It's a GWI case. It's number 2 on the docket.
All right, I can put you for the 16th.
16th. All right, it'll have to work, Judge.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, recall it for the 16th. No, June.
Thank you, Judge. I
right.
appreciate the court's time.
Sure, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Using the procedures for status. Misiel Dominguez Cerna. Dominguez Cerna, yeah, it's Dominguez hyphenated Cerna.
Never.
She said, but she'll have it done by.
All right, Mr. Ramea? All right, they're saying that it'll be done by this week. There were some issues. So council, I can recall this back the week of June 23rd. All right, what date in June the week of June 23rd? All right, Monday? Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, and counsel, if you let your client know that they're gonna come speak to him and everything.
June 23rd?
Hmm?
June 23rd?
Yes.
Diego Costa, Dino Acosta, sorry. Dino Acosta. Dino Acosta.
Each knife. It's not COVID.
Not, okay. Shirts, yeah. Yeah.
Hello? Hey, be sure to make sure that they know.
Well. Okay. Might have to go. Okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna be situation. Sure. Yeah, that may go on. That won't happen like today's. Okay, all right, have a seat for this one. Right.
I don't know.
Right, read the PSI for much. What this text stuff was. Okay, all right, no worries. Okay, who's handling the sentencing on Dino and Costa? Okay. So, on the restitution, $8,000 restitution.
Yeah.
Right, but the way that it's, PSI says it's supposed to have 15, half of that.
All right, could I see the file on Nicholas Carrion, please? Yes.
So,
All right, is there any
Well, need to approach on.
thank you. How are you doing that?
Good, how are you?
They're saying, his mom is saying that his court date, federal sentencing has been pushed to July 17th.
Which happens all the time, you know, I mean, so.
When do you think, the way they're proceeding over there, when do you think reasonably his federal case may be done?
It's almost impossible to say because like I have two federal clients who are cooperating, but nobody knows they're cooperating.
Mhm.
They're never gonna sentence them until the other people pled.
Okay.
So that's the issue. And so.
All right, thanks.
I feel like I still got my.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna move it to August.
You are?
Mhm.
Okay.
But thank you so much. All right, Norma, if you can move this to the last week in August, please.
It's like you have to be someplace else. Well, I can do, just resting there.
All right, we'll do it for August 28th. Who's here on Emmanuel Gonzalez?
You want him up here, Judge?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, on this case, where are we on discovery?
So we don't have discovery yet. I just spoke with the prosecutor about it. I'm gonna bring a flash drive. We just got on the case a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we'll provide that and I'll provide it upstairs to our paralegal so he can download all evidence to it and provide it to the defense.
All right, and what is the evidence?
I guess if he just can't see anything, is my understanding.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. But everything is uploaded.
Everything's uploaded, I guess just.
He just can't
Yes.
see it. Okay,
Yeah, it's saying that there's nothing there.
all right. All right, so then what I'm going to do and state, you need to be prepared to make an offer. Ms. Ferguson, can you set this for the week of July 21st?
July 21st.
No, it's the week of July 21st. She's gonna give me a date. All right. July 22nd, and state you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
We'll get. No. Oh.
And what page is he on? All right, thank you. Who is here on Roberto Monreal? Good morning.
And he is in the courtroom.
Oh, where's Mr. Monreal? Come forward.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, are you Roberto Monreal? No, but she isn't. No, you need to.
I got excited. I saw you.
Oh, no, hi. Oh, yeah, he's a, all right, so let me explain something to you. I understand that you're his parents, and he seems very young to me. But once they're charged with a felony offense, they're considered legally to be an adult, right? So you're not allowed to come up here with him unless you're coming as witnesses, okay? But you can come to court and everything, but he's here with his attorneys, all right? And what I can tell you is this, because I know parents are concerned, we want to be involved, right? And we want to know everything that's happening. But this is what I'm going to tell you. I've been a defense attorney before, and I'm sure they'll tell you. If you are in on their meetings with him where they're discussing things, it's no longer confidential. That means that the state can call you as a witness to figure out, if they want to, what happened, what was said. So even though you're his parents, he's an adult, they're his attorneys. What I can tell you about these two attorneys, nothing's going to happen unless y'all know about it. Nobody's going to, yes.
Those are the victim's parents.
That's the victim's parents.
Oh.
Parents.
His mom is in the courtroom.
Ah, hey, mom.
There's the victim's parents.
Okay, they said they were the parents. All right.
No, I'm not his parent.
Okay, so you all need to step back.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hi, mom. Everything's gonna be fine. All right. All right, so you want an appointment of a second chair,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that will be granted. And I'm assuming you're, are you retained or no?
Well, as part of the bond situation, yes, as part of the bond conditions, I am retained.
All right, so what I'm gonna need to do, if you want the court to appoint a second chair, I need to, get some information about his finances.
I can tell you, it was a big effort to make the bond, and I can tell you that he is.
Oh, well, I need to
You
call
wanna
him to
ask, go
see.
ahead.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 006058B, State versus Roberto Monreal. Can I have parties announce?
Nick Aguilar on behalf of Roberto Monreal.
And I'm sorry, this is just for an appointment of a second chair, state.
Understood.
All right, and are you Mr. Monreal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roberto Monreal.
All right, so defense, you're asking for the appointment of a second chair?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you want to ask your client questions about financial,
Absolutely, Judge. You already stated your name, please.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
And how long have you been 18?
A month, like short of a month.
Okay. And are you currently working?
No, sir.
Okay, and before you bonded out, how long were you in jail?
About 3 months.
And before those 3 months, were you working?
No, no, sir.
So you have no assets at all in your name?
No, sir.
Okay, and where are you living?
With my mom.
Okay, and your dad lives in
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know it was a group effort to make the bond, right?
Yes, sir.
Between your mom and dad,
Yes, sir.
and they're separated, divorced?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the funds to hire a second attorney on the capital murder?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you looked into it, or your parents looked into it?
Hiring a second attorney?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Roberto, are you currently going to school?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you graduated from high school?
No, sir.
And how short are you from graduating?
3 credits away, sir.
Okay. And you're currently on GPS monitor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how are you paying the monitor fee?
My mom is, sir.
Okay, so you can't even afford a $300 monitor fee
No,
yourself?
sir.
all right. I'm gonna grant the motion. I'll appoint a second chair. And then state who's gonna be handling this case. All right, Mr. Garehan, on this case, are you all proceeding on this as a capital murder?
I'm sorry, Judge, I don't know which one this was.
Roberto Monreal.
Oh, okay, Judge, as in capital, I believe it was just murder and robbery.
Well, in count one, you do have it as a murder, a felony murder.
Correct, Judge.
All right, and then count two is an aggravated robbery.
Is Judge.
Okay,
And for the record, I was the court-appointed second chair to Suzanne Kramer before Mr. Aguilera filed his notice. So that's why I'm.
okay. All right, so I've granted the motion to have the second chair. And for the record, as she stated, he was previously appointed Miss Suzanne Kramer as first chair and Miss Guerrero as second chair. And that the attorney, Mr. Aguilera, was retained to make the bond.
Run the bond, yes.
All right. So we can go off the record. So on this case, where are we? Let me see where the other cases are set.
This one was supposed to be set for a bond reduction today. That's why we were out of order.
Okay. All right, Norma, when are the other cases set?
All of them were set for today, Judge.
Okay.
Only 2 are set for today. 1 was pushed for next week because the council was out of town.
All right, so then what we'll do is let's get a discovery date on this one. And we'll do, because of the nature of the offense, put me at 45 days for discovery.
That's gonna put it at July 24th.
All right, so we're gonna recall it July 24th for discovery. All right, and my understanding, the complainant's family is here.
Yes, Judge.
And so, if you could move this way. To all the parents in the courtroom who are involved in some shape, form, or fashion with regards to these cases. I know that emotions run high. I thank you for not causing any problems coming up, so I appreciate that. So I just want everybody to know that all the people involved are deemed to be adults legally by the court. So I understand that emotions can run high, but I want to remind everyone, we can't do that inside the courtroom and hopefully not outside the courtroom. Just let the legal process, sort itself out. And so to all the persons who come down, who want to see something that is happening in regards to these cases, the first part of the legal process is for me to make sure that the defense has all their discovery so that if someone decides they want to go to trial, they can go to trial. It does no good for people not to have all their discovery and put them to trial, because then that's not fair. So everybody needs to have a level playing field that's fair. So that's what's happening today. So on all of these cases, if there are parents here today related to these cases, it's not going to trial today. It's being reset for discovery. And this case is being reset for discovery for July 24th. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Judge. They would be excused.
Yes.
And Judge, just so you know, I'm supposed to be in a murder trial on 186 that day, but I think Mr. Aguilera can handle it.
Yes, we're just doing discovery, but thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
They would be excused.
Yes,
Thank you. I'm gonna
want That excused.
yes.
I was at church 2 weekends ago.
Mhm. Thank you. Just one moment, counsel. All right, Norma, what page is Monreal on? Thank you.
I think this is the only court with all the judges are complete.
Yeah,
There's other courts that for some reason keep some judges up, but don't put other judges up.
see, I don't understand that.
I don't either.
How it ended up happening here is because when I first got elected, that photo was on the floor and I was like, yes. And I was like, who is this?
That's John Benavides' dad, right, from the DA's office.
Yes, and I was like, what is going on with this? Why isn't this hung up? And do you know it took an act of Congress to get it hung up? I'm like, I'll just get a hammer nail. They're like, no, you can't.
No, you're not allowed to hammer stuff in the walls. I know about that.
All right, so yes.
Judge, I have Dino Aosta set for sentencing today.
Mhm.
We've been on Zoom with him before because he worked out in the oil rigs,
Mhm.
and he's here today. Dino, can you wait? Stand right here. The idea was he's supposed to come today with $8,000 in restitution. He's got the 8,000 in the bank, and he's got it. He can't pay by credit card. We can't do it like that. He's got.
Why not? Do they not allow that?
The DA's office won't take it like that.
I don't know whether we do or not allow credit cards.
But they don't even have a machine.
It's only by check or
Right.
cashier's check.
Well,
Yeah.
that's easy to do.
Right.
Where's the bank?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
He can either come back I told him he needs to go get a cashier check and
Yes.
come back this afternoon. I'm not sure I can make it this
Oh, are
afternoon.
you able to be by Zoom?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can be by Zoom.
perfect.
All right, and then you speak with probation, because sometimes giving the check to the district attorney's office.
Probation
Then it
already,
does-
it has to go to the DA's office. I already, and it's because you'll see in the PSI, there's a Hector Gabalon who they're getting the money to. So the DA's office isn't, that's, the DA's office doesn't want to handle, they're just gonna take that check and turn it over to heck.
Okay, all right, awesome.
And so, yeah, if we can come, what time, should I tell, Dino, 1:30 or?
Well, how long is it gonna take him to do this? Because we have a jury trial this afternoon. Oh, well, have him go now and we'll see. Maybe he'll be done by the morning and Miss Ferguson will give you the Zoom link.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thanks.
All right, appreciate it.
Sure.
Yes. Huh?
The Zoom ID.
Oh, the Zoom ID?
All right, who's here on Adriana Ramos?
Ms. Ramos, you know, I'm making sure.
All right, Miss, where is she?
Ms. Ramos, here she comes.
Hi.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hi, so you were recently in jury trial? Were you?
Yeah, I had one up in 399,
Mm-hmm.
and he pled guilty. So I asked the service to try to reset it for me, and they were able to. Subsequently, but I was trying, did I give the court the proper notice?
No, you did. I was just wondering how things went.
Oh, he pled.
Okay. All right. So on Adriana Ramos, before we get to bond conditions, where are we on discovery?
I've gotten some, but I don't think I got it all because it looked kind of slow.
Yes, we're actually missing the file down here. I need a request from upstairs, so I can confirm that what exactly he's missing, so I can try and get it to him. Additionally, I think he's got the bond stuff that we need to call the victim on as well too.
All right. So y'all are not ready to approach. They need to call the complainant with regards to the bond.
And if I could clean up my motions incorrect. The no contact order is with respect to the man she allegedly cut. The two kids are with him. I told her, don't do anything to go get those kids because she can't have contact with him. I guess what I want, I think is for the best, is a court to order how that will be done because she can't have contact with the father.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it makes sense to the court, but you need to confer with the state.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Very
you.
well.
Thank you. Who's here on Clinton Dixon? Good morning. Hello. All right, his plea deadline date is not till June 23rd. I said his plea deadline date is not until June 23rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's what I have on the docket sheet. So you are here requesting a bond reduction?
Yes, Your Honor. He has three cases.
Mhm.
The aggravated robbery allegation is $50,000 currently. And on the unauthorized use of the vehicle and the controlled substance case, they're both remand without bond. We're respectfully requesting you set bonds on those two cases.
So it's the unauthorized use of a vehicle in the possession case. There's no bond?
That's correct, Your Honor. Do you need the cost numbers?
Oh, no, I have your motions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have you all been able to confer on a bond amount or no?
We have, Judge.
Is there agreed bond amount or no?
$2,000 PG one was $3,000. I don't know if that's an agreement, that's the state recommendation.
All right, so unauthorized use, I'm sorry, you're requesting how much?
1,000.
And on the possession less than a gram?
3,000.
So are you in agreement with that count?
We are, Judge.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2025 CR 001601 and 2024 CR 009596 State versus Clinton, Dwayne Dixon. Can I have parties announce?
Andrew Harris Savings.
Robert Featherston representing Mr. Dixon.
And are you Mr. Dixon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we are here on two cases where counsel, you're requesting bond. And then on the 2024 CR 012476, are you requesting a bond reduction on that or no?
We are, Your Honor, and that's not agreed to.
All right. So let's start with what's not agreed to.
All right, Your Honor.
All right, in 2024 CR 012476, counsel, would you like to present evidence for your motion?
Your Honor, I would proffer to the court that Mr. Dixon is indigent. He is also homeless, has no funds whatsoever to post a bond. And currently a $50,000 bond in his circumstances is an instrument of oppression, as outlined in our Texas Constitution under current law, which may change in September. But under current law, it's an instrument of oppression. And we respectfully request a reduction of his bond in light of that fact.
And what is the current bond? $50,000.
$50,000, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Whether Mr. Dixon is indigent or not remains to be established since he has not actually provided any evidence. I take Mr. Featherston's statements as true on their face, but they do not in and of themselves constitute evidence. For the court to make a decision on this issue, the court should have some evidence on which to make its choice.
All right, he's saying he was making a proffer. Do you object to his proffer?
No, no.
All right.
He
So
did-
there's no objection to your proffer. So you're saying your client is indigent?
That's correct, Your Honor. Also, I'm court appointed to Mr. Dixon because of his indigent status as established by the court.
All right. Then with regards to a bond amount, is there any evidence, any other evidence you wish the court to consider, state?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Dixon, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Lenny Dixon.
All right, and if you were released on bond, do you have a place to stay? Where would you be staying? Where would you be living?
I'd go like to my grandma's house or something.
Well, here's the thing. You say go back to your grandmother's house or something. Have you asked your grandmother if you can stay with her?
I have a key to a house.
No, that's not my question.
Yes, ma'am.
I have the keys to plenty of relatives' house. That doesn't mean that I could stay there. I mean, I'm sure they'd have no problem, but no, my question is, did you ask her whether or not you could stay with her?
I could stay there anytime.
No, my question is, did you ask her? That's
No,
either yes or no.
No, ma'am.
All right. So if for some reason you're not allowed to live with your grandmother, do you have any other place to live?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now, at your grandmother's house, who all lives there
Just my-
other than your grandmother?
Just my grandmother.
And have you ever in the past been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would that be?
Schizophrenic, bipolar, ADHD.
All right. And in the past, have you ever used any type of controlled substances, any type of drugs?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would that be?
Marijuana, ecstasy, crystal meth.
All right. Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, the mental health issue is very active.
All right. And the court will note for the record and take judicial notice of the fact that Mr. Featherston is court appointed. And in order to receive court appointments or for a defendant to be appointed counsel, they have to meet financial requirements. And how long have you been in custody, Mr. Dixon?
Like 9 months.
9 months. Do you have any bank accounts with any type of savings? All right. Do you have any funds whatsoever?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any money on your commissary account?
Not the money.
All right. All right. So Defense, what are you asking for bond?
Your Honor, we respectfully request a bond of about $10,000.
All right, so I can tell you the $10,000 is not gonna happen, but state, what are you requesting?
1,000.
All right. The court will grant your bond reduction. The court will set it at $35,000. There's going to be a GPS partial for medical appointments. Waive GPS fees. There's going to be a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. Regular UAs, waive fees. And intensive outpatient treatment. For substance abuse. Waive fees. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can make sure he has his reset form for his upcoming
23.
discovery.
Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
No, Carlos. You're on vacation.
All right, who's calling? I have Mariano. I have Heather, Cerna, and Ramos. Okay, we can wait for them. I mean,
Don't know.
oh, we'll see.
They won't allow my client to catch the regular vehicle.
Well, I don't know why they won't let him take an Uber.
It's in a list.
Yes. All right, so I don't have that file up here.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
I'll be defended, just defense counsel, please come up.
Only not you. The name of the person, please.
Carlos Miguel Ramirez, bar number 241091199.
Right behind you, sir.
Get out of your way.
Oh, I haven't done the things yet. I just have to. Yes, I don't have that one. I have Masiel Rodriguez Dominguez Cerna.
Dominguez Cerna, the person that we're looking for, right? He's attorney on the
Oh, is it Roxanne Crystal Gonzalez?
No, it's still this gentleman right here that's here. They're coming up there.
All right.
I can't pronounce the name correctly.
Hi, what's the name?
Isael Dominguez Cerna.
Oh, okay, I have that.
Thank you.
All right, Masiel Dominguez Cerna. All right. Is your client a citizen or no?
He is not.
Did you speak with an immigration attorney or you are going to do that on your own?
Oh, no. He's, I was spoken to him in Spanish, Your Honor. He's been referred to we consulted with him with other immigration attorneys. So he's aware of any immigration consequences to any kind of plea.
All right. And sir, how old are you?
23.
All right, this was previously set for a plea deadline date, but I know you were in jury trial. So this is being reset for the week of June 23rd for a plea deadline date. At that time, you all need to make a decision on whether or not you want a jury trial, bench trial, if anything is not worked out.
Yes, Your Honor. He has been sent to PTD and a client will be pursuing PTD. So it should be enrolled on or before, or it should be on the program by June 23rd.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, give me a PTD date, please. All right, July 17th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Once you sign the reset form, your excuse. Thank you so much. Good morning. How are you doing?
Great, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, are the parties here on Adrian Ramos?
That's all, Ms. Ramos.
All right, if you can come forward, did you all work out the,
Yes, we have an agreement, Your Honor.
all right, an agreement for,
We were able to get in contact with the victim and he's fine with the defendant having contact with the children. So we have no objection to it.
all right, so where are we with discovery?
I'm still lacking a little nugget with them. It was pretty short and I think other decisions are still outstanding.
Yeah.
All right, yes, I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
I should be ready by the next setting to provide him with an offer.
All right,
For discovery.
all right, Ms. Ferguson, I need discovery. And an offer is gonna be due in 30 days.
Thank you.
All right, and then with regards to the visitation, she'll need to do it through a third party. She still cannot have contact with the complainant. Do you understand? All
It'd
right,
be she's living with her aunt. And is that okay, Your Honor? She's living with her aunt. Her mother died last week.
all right, so whoever they approve of for a third party, they'll have to approve. You know, that's something that they need to work out, because I'm sure based upon this offense, is there a civil suit or no?
I don't believe so, and I don't believe CPS is involved yet of what we know.
All right, so here's the court's quandary. I will allow her to have visitation, but it has to be supervised. And the reason why I'm doing that, I don't know anything about this case. I don't know why Child Protective Services isn't involved. Usually they would be. So I will allow you to have supervised visitation with the children. All right, is there anything else?
Just how, I want to just make sure I'm clear. Who contacts who set this up.
She'll need a third party to do that.
Okay, and recommend that to give that name to the probation.
No, because she's not on probation, am I correct?
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes.
I'm just making sure who should she can't talk to the husband. Who should she talk to get that set up? I'm gonna use mamas and aunts, if that's okay.
Yeah, because this is becoming a civil matter and I'm not the civil attorney.
Yes,
So I'm saying that she can have supervised visitation with minors. I'm not saying her minor children because this is not a civil court. And if something happens during visitation, that's not going to be because the 187 district court judge has ordered something that I should not order.
okay,
So what I'm saying, if she has contact with any minors, it must be supervised.
okay. And so we'll agree on supervision with the DA's office and let them know who's doing it.
Okay.
I understand the court lacks jurisdiction to say too much.
Yes.
I understand.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Thanks. Yes. DA need to go.
I know.
Roxana Gonzalez. All right. They're not ready on that one. Dorian Camarillo. All right, they'll make it. They know how to, it reminds me of that video where the mother, it was on Facebook. The mother's asking him what's wrong because he had one of those little tight vehicles. He's like, my power steering fluid. Yeah. And his accent is so beautiful. Mike Hernandez.
But we just have a discovery issue.
All right, and where are we on the discovery issue?
So Mr. Spear has indeed tendered information. Our review of it, appears for us from the type of case that it is, that it's lacking. So we think that may be appropriate for me to go spend an afternoon or at least a lengthy meeting to show them what we've received, what else they have.
All right, so did you give them the hard drive and everything?
Yes, sir. It was a thumb drive
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess when speaking with defense counsel and I guess is it your office secretary or whoever it is? I guess there's some current concerns if everything actually transferred over or not. I think I did it right, maybe I didn't, but that's why we said, hey, let's go ahead and have you come in. Let's look at it. If I miss something, I'll add it, that type of thing.
All right, this will be the final discovery date. Ms. Ferguson, I need a 1-month reset for discovery. All right, July 7th, and state you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer at that time.
Of course.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Who's here on Ruby Caserus?
Ready, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'll get by. You ready, Ruby?
I'm ready.
Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. All right. So you all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2020 CR 7910 State versus Ruby Caserus. Could I have parties announced for the record? State
Opinion for the state of Texas.
James C. Law for the defense.
and counsel, you need to have her sign this. And are you Ms. Caserus?
Yes.
Are you the same Ruby Caserus who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 7910 for the offense of assault family second offense on November 13, 2020 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, we're here this morning on state's motion to enter adjudication of guilt and avoid community supervision. Violation of condition number 41. On or about the 20th day of May.
I need a motion to revoke stamp, please. All right, you may proceed. Sorry.
On or about the 20th day of May, 2025, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Gonzalez, then and there failed to comply with the rules and regulations of the felony drug court, and that the defendant refused to participate with program requirements in violation of condition number 41.
All right, how do you plead to that? True or not true?
Excuse me.
True.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? True. All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 41?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes.
There is, Your Honor, that is to revoke the defendant and adjudicate guilt and sentence the defendant to 5 years to this.
All right, counsel, is that the agreement?
That's our agreement, and I'm gonna ask, or we're gonna ask for credit for time served, which means she should be out pretty quick.
Right.
She's been in that long.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
That was a paper we signed.
All right, the court is going to follow your agreement, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. And let me see. And there should be no harmful or injurious contact with Ricardo Caserus, and the court will request the therapeutic community. It's your view the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney. Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
just to make clear, the court, I'm asking the court to take credit for time served
No, I mean, she'll get credit for any time that she's been in custody. Now,
on this.
here's the thing. You've been sentenced to 5 years in the prison. My ruling gives you credit, but that credit goes towards the 5 years in prison. Whether you're getting some extra time from the Bexar County Jail, 2 for 1, 3 for 1, that's completely up to the Bexar County Jail. Whatever the prison system wants to give you credit for, that's completely up to them. The only thing that I can give you credit for is the time that you've been in custody while this court has had jurisdiction. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, wait 1 second. Yes?
The victim is in the courtroom area. He wanting your permission to address the defendant. I don't know if this is MCI here.
I mean, it's not, who is the complainant?
Brother? Is that your brother?
All right, Mr. Caserus. Here's the thing, I understand that your sister has some mental health issues. Yeah. You know, I did all I could. There's nothing else I can do for her. I sent her to felony drug court. She doesn't want to go to felony drug court, okay? So when she's released, I'm sorry?
I appreciate that you did not release her because she's going back.
Okay.
She will go back. And, well, what you did for her is real good. She's going to die.
Okay.
And the drug release, they control her.
Okay. Well, when she's released, if she comes back to court, I'll still do my best to help her, okay? All right, thank you so much for coming down.
Yeah. May I be excused, Your
Yeah.
Honor? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Who is here on Claudell Carney?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Judge, yes. So. Yes, we were here for a contested, but what's going on?
We are going to be withdrawing now and we'll agree to alternate amendment conditions for state ISF cognitive program, MRT class, and ISP supervision for 12 months.
Oh,
Correct.
all right, so here's the court's questions. And we're not on the record. Mr. Carney, what is your underlying issues? Or can somebody tell me?
Your Honor, be honest with you. I was ashamed to come back in your courtroom because you gave me a chance. And with my family, I stay up at my deceased brother's house. And honestly, my family feuding over the insurance policy money and the house. And I got caught in between in the middle. Now, if
Oh, that always happens. Nobody has a will. I always tell people, get a will. As
Yes, ma'am.
someone who doesn't have one, but that's what I say.
recently, we all just moved from New Orleans to here, and it was by coincidence. He caught a heart attack in his house, and when you let me back, I thought I was going to a safe place, and I wasn't. And I got caught in the middle. Now I'm not.
So what's your plan?
My plan is honestly, 3 years ago, I was in an accident. I was inside of an Uber coming from, I had 2 jobs. I was inside of Uber and got hit by an 18-wheeler. I was about to pay my probation off. I was gonna pay you guys off and try to go back home because I have 2 properties out there I have to take care of.
And where is home?
Port Hudson, Louisiana, and New Orleans. That's where my dad's side of the family from Baton Rouge. My mom from New Orleans, but I have property out there. I just want to just stop giving y'all state trouble and just do the right thing.
But I understand what you're saying and I'm hearing the words, but I still haven't heard what's your plan.
My plan is after I win my lawsuit, because I called the guy. I was inside of an Uber. It's over $1 million.
Okay, let's do this. Let's assume.
I was going to pay the whole $7,300.
No. Let's do this. Let's pretend. Now, I'm hopeful that you will win your lawsuit. But if you don't win your lawsuit, what is your plan? I'm trying to figure out what's your plan here today, because today you don't have money from a lawsuit. So what is your plan? Because if you don't have a plan, you're going to end up back here on a motion to revoke, looking at life in prison. So what's your plan?
My plan is to get back out there, to find a job or two. It's just for my sanity, just work and stay out.
Well, where are you gonna be staying? Do you have a place to live?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that at the same place where all of this was happening?
No, ma'am, not at the moment, because the house is up for auction. There's no one really paying the bills.
Oh, that's what ends up happening when you have no will. Everybody thinks they're gonna come in a lot of money when somebody passes. And then all of the relatives who never spent time with the person before they pass, and I call them out of town, the out of towners. The out of towners always come in and everybody wants a piece of the property. And then everybody stays at the house and nobody wants to pay taxes on it. Nobody wants to pay utilities. They're just living there. And then the next thing you know, wealth has just left the family because people can't be responsible.
You ain't lying, mister.
So my question again is, let me do it this way. Do you have a place to stay if you're released today?
Yes, ma'am.
And who would you be staying with?
My sister, Felicia Carney.
And has she said you can stay with her?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what are we going to do about employment?
My last month in March and April, I found employment with a family-owned seafood truck with my brother-in-law. His name is Leon Rowe. And his number is.
Oh, I don't need his number. I just need to know, I'm trying to make sure that you have plans because people are always happy to be continued on probation and then they have no plans and then we come back here. So I'm giving you a choice today, right? Here are your two choices. One, the state is saying they want me to sign this motion to withdraw. I will sign it. Or if you want to just do your time, I will revoke you and I will sentence you to 5 years. All right, so you want the motion to withdraw?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Abrams, on this case, he's going to give you the address of where he'll be living, and that's where you're going to be living.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're going to give it to probation. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
I would recommend if we're not doing the inpatient treatment, I would recommend the institute supervision for at least 12 months and the MRT class.
All right, do you believe he needs any type of treatment?
He's already completed dual diagnosis residential facility judge.
All right, so we have mental health going on here as well.
He was on the mental health caseload. He finished that. He finished an outpatient program. So, I mean, he finished his anger management. I would say the MRT, and let's keep him on the mental health caseload and the ISD supervision at the very least.
All right, so what I'll do is then the MRT, a referral to Center for Healthcare Services, because I don't want him, if he's supposed to be on medications, I don't want him not on his medications when he leaves the jail. The mid caseload and ISP. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
And do you want your case to see if your case can be transferred back to Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am, that'd be nice.
All right, what parishes? Well, you have to pick a parish. You can't say, well, I have property in New Orleans and then I have property in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. You give me some time to figure out who I can call down there.
Okay.
And that would be nice, Judge. I appreciate it.
All right, so what we'll do is, because they can't transfer you unless you have a place to stay, he's going to give you information about what parish in Louisiana. Once that's done, I'll sign the motion for transfer.
Okay, one of them for sure is Zachary, Louisiana.
I'm sorry?
Zachary.
All right, in which part of Louisiana?
That's like a city behind Baton Rouge.
Okay. All right, so just make sure that probation knows specifically which parish you want to transfer to. And you do not want to set yourself up for failure by just naming a parish. So let them know.
Yes,
All right. All righty.
thank you, Ms. Boyd.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, on Raul Lopez, if that's here, they need an interpreter. Ah, hi, you never left. Yay. All right, who's here on Raul Lopez?
Ready, Honor. Judge.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. All right, on this case, have you received all discovery?
No, Your Honor.
What
We're
is-
here on two matters, child safe interview and an immigration matter.
There was no forensic interview done, so that's basically confirmed. The only thing we're lacking for discovery goes are the CPS records associated with the case that were people now. That was requested. There was an issue with the either going up properly, so we had to re-request, so that should come in fairly quickly, I would imagine. Additionally, the only thing left is to provide defense with a copy of the same report for the exam that was done on this client at the University of Columbia. Those are the two things left for discovery.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a reset date, 30 days. Oh, no, we're coming back on July 28th on this, correct? That's what I have.
I think you said that the last time we were here, Judge.
Yes.
As for the immigration judge, I sent a request through their official form. Nobody had gotten back to me. I called them last week, who I thought was the administrative assistant.
Mhm.
She no longer works there, and another attorney answered, I guess relayed a message, and I got an email last week from Justin Tullis
Mhm.
saying he would call me and walk me through it. I'm not sure what he meant by that.
All
But he
right,
hasn't called me.
so Mr. Lopez, on either of these charges, if you're convicted, you're going to be deported. Do you understand? If you take a plea on any of these charges, you're going to be deported. Doesn't matter if there is a lesser included and the state wants to offer you deferred on a lesser included, you're going to be deported based upon the nature of the charges. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna come back on that date for discovery and state on that date, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
So I have, Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you. What page is he on? Thank you. And Norman, he should already be set for the 28th. Mejia Ortega.
That's my case, Judge. He's in the box, Judge.
All right, he'll come down. Well, it's lucky that your client made it. They say the bus has broken down.
Things go wrong at the Bexar County Jail.
I think people need to pull maintenance on the transportation.
They had to Narcan one of my clients there 3 weeks ago. OD'd on fentanyl.
At the jail?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure it was an accident.
All right. Is he a Spanish speaker?
He speaks English. I've conversed with him.
All right. Why does it have Spanish speaker rigged down here?
Because I try to understand everything. I speak, but I don't speak it right.
All right, Norman, make sure that he has an interpreter present, okay? It is Mejia Ortega. He needs an interpreter. So, immigration issues.
Judge, he's here illegally, so
You're gonna be deported based upon the nature of this offense. If you go to jury trial and if you're found guilty, you're gonna be deported. If they offer you some sort of lesser included plea, you're gonna be deported. If you go to jury trial and you're found not guilty, you're gonna be deported. Do you understand? All right, so.
the state's bringing me a copy of CPS records, Judge. That's what we came back for today. So I'll be picking them up here shortly.
All right, and did you tender an offer?
Yes. Yes.
And sir, how old are you?
35.
35? All right, Miss Ferguson. Put this for the week of the 23rd for plea deadline.
July or June?
June.
Let me check because I'm starting a trial on the 16th and the 437.
Okay.
Could we go back? Could we go out like another week? Because I know I'm going to New York on Thursday to move my daughter, and I'm not going to have time to meet with him before
All
that
right.
trial.
You want to do the week of July 7th?
Yes, that will work.
All right, Norma, plea deadline date, the week of July 7th.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll have an interpreter here for you next time.
All right.
Because
Thank you,
this is
Judge.
very important, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
He's at the bottom of page 4.
All right, thank you.
We're trying to reset. I'm just as Heather.
Oh, just have them pull the file.
I think it's pulled up there.
Oh, just give me one moment. I just need to put something in the system. All right. Justin, Heather?
He's present with his father in the courtroom, and if. He has mental health issues, and
Okay.
that's what we were gonna address with the court. He's actually Miss Galloway Mr. Coons has conferred with Miss
Mhm.
Galloway. She's allowing him to apply for the mental health court.
Mhm.
He has his screening for mental health court on Wednesday,
Okay.
so he has that appointment scheduled, so we're requesting a reset from this court.
All right, so it's scheduled the 11th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Ferguson, I need a reset date for mental health court.
July.
Sure.
I can do July 31st.
All right.
Fine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good.
Oh, no problem. Okay, Norma? I don't have any other files up here. If somebody's waiting for me. All right, who's here on Mariano Rendone? And are we here for the restitution?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to pull the file up on the system. All right, is there a restitution amount?
Judge, so just in the past, in my experience, I think it's the best practice to submit the itemized bill from the hospital. So in this case, that's Baptist Health System.
Mhm.
The subpoena has been issued, and they are requesting 36.
The issue I have just with the restitution, because I just don't have any idea of what those bills are.
No, they're
Yeah, yeah.
saying that
I
it's gonna
heard
have
it.
to be reset, so
Okay.
any objection to reset so that you can get the documentation from the state?
No, Judge, not for the restitution hearing, but I just want to I just want to clarify something, Judge.
Mhm.
You know, we're still looking at all our appellate issues and things
Yes.
like that. Has the court issued a judgment yet or not yet?
No, I have.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
So I will file a motion for new trial just to extend those deadlines.
Okay.
And then I'll let the court know, we're gonna make a decision really quickly on whether we're gonna appeal it or not.
All right, so if you can go ahead and do that, because I want to say the judgment was issued on May 13th.
Yes, I
And
saw.
so I issued the ruling except for the restitution,
Yes.
because I know you all wanted
Yeah, so we
a
can
certain
just,
amount.
I'll file the motion. I'm gonna file that today. I'll file the motion for new trial today, just to extend our deadline so we know where we're at.
Okay.
We're gonna make a final decision on whether we're gonna appeal the case. I'm also going to, I would like to get the receipts, Judge, because I need to see something before I can agree to restitution.
Okay. And then what I can tell you is in the judgment, I put restitution, if any.
Yes.
So that's why the judgment is complete, but I wanted you all to have a chance to get an amount.
Understand, Judge.
All right, if we can reset this for 45 days for a restitution hearing.
And Judge, just so you're aware, the subpoena was issued shortly after trial, but they're requesting an extension.
Okay.
July
And-
24th.
All right, so we'll put it down for July 24th. And if those items come in sooner, and y'all want to come sooner, you can come sooner. All right. All right, thank you. All right, on Nicholas, carry on. Hi, okay.
Morning.
Good morning. We need to reassign, correct?
Yes.
All right,
He's
well,
in federal custody and he's got a F1 felony.
all right, we'll make sure it's reassigned. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, who is here on Emmanuel Moses Pettis?
Judge, it's me.
All right, where?
And
All
Judge,
right, so
he
for
would-
medical records.
It is, Judge. And Judge, he was late this morning, but he's got two courts, both this court and misdemeanor court, and I think he went to the wrong court first, but he was texting me about 20 minutes to 9, just making sure.
All right, so felony court comes first, okay?
Yes.
All right, state on this case, where are you on the medical records?
Judge, so we have provided the medical record have been uploaded.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson. If you can do a 30 day reset on this and state in 30 days, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
July 8th.
All right, July 8th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you excuse. All right, thank you.
You got pizza.
Yeah, I'll put the side out here.
Cindy, do you need to take a break? Okay. And whenever you need to take a break, just let me know.
Well, I'm gonna go only because she said something.
Okay. For those of you in the audience, if for some reason your attorney hasn't come in, you can step outside and call them. Otherwise, you're going to be called back tomorrow. Yes. All right, thank you. And does anyone know, is Charles Blanc still in trial?
He's acting about for that to break the way over.
All right, thank you.
Rendon.
It's funny because he's in Kerrville, they needed to transport him.
Is your house in a different county?
Yes, ma'am.
Sore because I love the grass. Oh my gosh, you're sore from mowing the grass. Deputy Laura's sore from skating. Yeah.
Well, and I couldn't even finish it. I've got a jungle back there.
Yeah.
Okay, Vashon. They say that if you spot a lantern fly, you should kill it. Now, mind you, it looks like a moth, but they say it's from some Asia, it's from some part of Asia and it attacks trees or whatever. So you would think, okay, you step on it, you're done, right? And then they say if you see a mass of, an egg mass destroyed, you're thinking, okay, I step on it, I'm done. No, you're not done. According to this, they want you to smash the eggs, scrape them into a plastic zip bag filled with hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol. So you're telling me if you step on the eggs, they're not dead? That we must put them in a bag and put them in with rubbing alcohol? I don't know. A lantern fly. They look beautiful though. No, it's a lantern fly. It's the spotted lantern fly. I think we actually have one of them in one of the polls we did back there. But they say they only live for a year, but they reproduce very quickly.
Can we do Mr. Cross? Cross. Cross. Yeah. ESI.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, she is. Awesome. And could I see the file on Howie, please? All right, the defense attorney should be on shortly. And who's the Motorola person?
It might be, maybe it's not.
Who's the other person with the Motorola?
Not who that is.
All right, thank you. Oh, Bashan, I did start playing this game. It's spades. Of course, there's no money involved because I don't gamble. But I think they give me AI partners or whatever. It is so frustrating. Because here's the thing. How are you, as my partner, going to cut me? And I'm trying to make my books. And then I said, well, let me see what card they're going to play next because maybe that's all they had, right? You're going to cut my ace of club with an ace of spades. Why? So I'm thinking you had better have all spades and nothing left. Then the next thing I know, this person is dropping a two of hearts. Why couldn't you do a two of hearts for my club? But it's a spades game where the more you win, you get to make it to different levels through the floor, through the forest. So it's interesting. Who's here on Jack Daniel Cross?
Hey, I'm Judge.
Hello, you're Mr. Cross. Second. All right, you all are here for sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Right. And did you receive it was supposed to be a rush on mental health evaluation?
We received that, Judge.
All right, let me just find it in my section. There we are. Yes. Thank you. All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 004894 State versus Jack Daniel Cross. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harrison, State.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Mr. Cross.
And are you Mr. Cross? All right, you entered a plea on May 14th. And the PSI was waived, but the court wanted a MIC evaluation so that the court could consider what conditions, appropriate conditions to set for you. According to your plea bargaining agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. All right, state, you may be excused. Counsel, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, just for the plea bargain and the recommendation of the evaluation.
All right. So, Mr. Cross, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is gonna be Jack Daniel Cross.
All right, so if you're released today, do you have a place to live?
ma'am.
And who would you be living with?
I'll be living with my mother.
All right, did you ask her if you could stay there?
Yeah,
And is she in agreement with your staying there?
yeah, she is.
All right, so I'm gonna place you on probation. You're gonna provide that address to probation and you are going to be required to live there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's some issues that develop between you and your mom where you can no longer stay there, you'll need to let probation know and then we'll consider a different placement.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so whenever you're having issues, jumping in front of vehicles on the road, that's not a good idea. Because one, you could be hit and killed, right? But then if you are hit and killed and the person who is driving survives, that's going to play with their mental health because they're going to be thinking about that. And you never know who's in the vehicle. It could be children. You understand?
Yeah, it'll never happen again.
All right. And I understand you were going through a mental health episode, but you're going to have to make sure you're on your medications. And if there's some issues with your medications where they're causing side effects, you got to let your doctors know because they don't know if you don't tell them. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right. The court is going to follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. You receive SSI?
No, ma'am.
All right. So there's going to be proof of employment or SSI within 40 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. The defendant is to reside with his mother. What's your mother's name?
Kathy Cross.
I'm sorry, the first name?
Kathy.
Kathy?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Kathy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are there any minors in the home?
No.
Is it just you and her
Yeah, and my niece.
and your niece? And how old is your niece approximately?
21.
21. There's going to be field visits one time per month until further notice. They'll be placed on the MIC caseload. Do a referral for Center for Healthcare Services. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 100 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yeah, last time when I wrote it.
All right, did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So from here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could potentially result in my going to prison? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. If there are any issues that occur, let probation know about it. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and address with me, okay? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse?
Yes.
I'm here, Mr. Howie.
All right, let me just put this in the system, then I will take you all up.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
All right, are you all ready on Howie?
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Howie, come down. So what is happening with these cases?
Judge, we're trying to come up with an agreement to that we believe it would take care of all the parties, the complainants in the situation,
Mhm.
the state, the defense. We've been looking for anything resembling a group home to see if that's available for Mr. Howie. I've got to call into some places.
Mhm.
If the court remember, we were in court last week and I've been making some calls since then.
Yes,
I don't have an answer yet for the court or anything to confer with the state on,
okay.
but I'm continuing to do that. What I don't want to do is I don't want to just keep, put Mr. Howie out in the future because if we can come to a resolution, I'd rather do that sooner rather than later.
And so you're saying he needs a group home?
Well, if we can find a group home or something along those lines, the state's comfortable recommending that we do that with Mr. Howie.
Sean.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say what we would do is if he can get into a group home, we would continue him on the probation that he's on. And then we would dismiss the other case that's pending.
All right. But Sean, do you remember that group home that we had for a defendant here? Just 1 second, it's gonna come to me. Just give me a moment. We're just trying to find the group home. Just give me one moment.
Sure, no rush.
Oh, it's Twin Towns. And that's more tiny houses for homeless people, but they have a great program.
Yeah, I was looking at it for my sister.
All right, I don't know if, Rory, I don't know if you want to zoom out and zoom back in when we need you. He's gonna make a call to this, group home to see if they can accept him.
Perfect, perfect. And then, I chat with him outside?
Sure. What I'll do is I'll put you in a waiting room.
Perfect. Yep, that's perfect.
All right, and Luis, where did Luis go? I don't know why I say Luis, but could you let him know that the AG wants to speak to him? All right, who's here on Deshauna Robinson?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to remember that. My mind is still a steel trap.
Not mine, though.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
just make sure I'm aware of what we're doing. Did you say it's Luis calling or do I need to call?
Oh, I think Luis may have stepped out to call, but Norma's gonna check. All right, so on this case, today is the plea deadline date. And the state. Did you give counsel the value of the items? Is that still outstanding, Carolyn?
Judge, this case is a case where the state just needs to contact the complainant or the complainant's nephew or what have you to verify that whatever items were supposedly stolen have been returned. Think that we have a complainant that, I don't know, the state says that she talked to them. We're being told she never wanted to pursue charges. It's a very convoluted case, but I didn't get any item amounts since the last setting. The state asked us to make sure that those items were given back. They have been, the state needs to verify it. I asked them if they can make the call today. Apparently they're too busy. So that's where we're at.
Yes, counsel.
Essentially correct.
Right, so when are you able to verify that all of the items have been returned?
I can call over lunch.
All right, so he said that he'll find out over lunch. Are you all able to come back this afternoon so we can?
My client would like to speak if the court's okay with that. I'm not sure what she wants to speak to. I think she's upset because she feels very much like a victim in this case, and I can understand her feeling. We would just ask, maybe the court could, I mean, it should take 5 minutes to make a phone call to one of these two people. I could try to do it on speaker with the prosecutor so that my client doesn't have to continue to come back. The court said she could appear on Zoom because she feels like she's gone through so much and she just wants this done with. She came in person today and I have to, you know.
No, that the issue is going to be solved today. So
That's fine. Good.
if you all step back and solve the problem.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Who's here on Roxan Crystal Gonzalez?
President.
Hi, and where is your client?
She is on Zoom, Judge. She's telling me she is on Zoom.
Oh, she's the Motorola person.
I don't know about Motorola. She's had the trouble having someone watch her kids this morning, Judge. She wasn't able to be here.
To the Motorola person, you need to unmute.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, you need to show your video.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Just 1 second. Let me try to get it.
Hello, are you Roxanne Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, so where are we on the blood discovery? Because it says it's been pending since February.
NMS Labs gave me this stipulation for protective non-disclosure agreement, which I've never received before. Regardless, they will not produce those documents without this, which I've got defense counsel's signature, my signature. Now I just need to scan it and send it to them.
Okay, and how long is it going to take? Did they say?
They didn't say. I expect it will take them 2 weeks.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 3-week reset for discovery on the blood draw.
Monday, June 30th.
All right, June 30th. Counsel, because this is discovery for the blood and your client has childcare issues, she can appear by Zoom on that
On
day.
the 30th?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. Who is here on Mahmoud Al-Gadrab? Yes.
Do you want him up there?
Yes. Oh, look at this. Robert Porter's here. You're here. You all were just in a jury trial.
Yeah. I've conferred with the state and of course, with, if you agree, they've agreed to, they signed this order.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 004768 State versus Mahmoud El Gadrab. All right, can I have parties announced?
Jason Garrett for the state, Your Honor.
Arlene Gay for the defendant.
And are you Mr. El Gadrab? All right, so there's a bond request in your case. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
I'm gonna get up.
All right, so a judge's warrant was issued in this case because you did not appear. Is there a reason you did not appear for court?
Yes, I was in a different county.
He was incarcerated in Hardin County and I showed the proof
Okay.
to Megan. And the state is not opposed to setting the bond at 30. And he'll have to make that bond obviously again.
Well, here's my question. We're off the record. So I issued a judge's warrant. Nobody informed me that you were in custody. And your defense is saying she didn't know you were in
I
custody.
didn't know, and I explained that to him that I just didn't know.
So who's the bondsman? The previous bondsman?
You know, it was an out-of-county bond.
From Houston,
It was third party.
Do y'all want to call the Houston people? Because I didn't revoke his bond. I just issued a judge's warrant. So if you want to call the bondsman in Houston to see if they have any objection with being on his bond, then I'll just recall the judge's warrant and he'll
Okay.
be back on their bond.
I
That
can
way
do
he
that.
doesn't have to make another bond.
I can do that, Your Honor. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so if y'all want to call them, step aside, call them, and then that's what I'll need to do.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, who's here on Luis Morales? Hello.
Morning, George.
So today an offer was due, was an offer tendered?
An offer was tendered, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you, sir?
30.
30. Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this in 3 weeks for a plea deadline date, please. All right, June 30th is going to be your plea deadline date. At that time, you'll need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement, your next setting will be a jury trial or either a bench trial. Thank you for addressing appropriate for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Yes.
Dino, back in court.
All right, thank you.
I was running around here, sorry about that.
No problem.
Thank you.
Who's found Miguel Velez Jr.?
She married a judge. I'll fill in for her.
Okay. Where's the client?
He's right there. I think she walked out with her other client to confer.
All right, today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Judge. So, there is an arrangement with the state, but Meredith is asking, there's some things that Mr. Velez has to do beforehand to be in compliance with the offer. So we're asking to maybe like mid-July
Right.
to comply with that.
And that's when it will be completed.
Yes, by mid-July, you get it done. Yes.
All right, Norma, set this for disposition at the end of July. All right. All right.
No, Velez. She's out in the hall talking.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
For the record, I told her to recover more. Here she is.
All right, what page is he on? Thank you. Mr. Luis Beltran. All right, Mr. Beltran. Who's the attorney for Luis Beltran? Beltran? Hello. Hi. So you want to jury trial, correct? All right, we'll bring you over tomorrow dressed for trial. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Ferguson, if you can have Beltran brought over tomorrow dressed for trial.
So I'll have it for you in a minute. Yes, I told Judge we'd work it out. That's what we're doing.
All the other boards have to. Yes.
All right, who's here on Tyler Ashbaugh? Sure. Yes.
I believe we're set for pretrial motions this morning, Judge.
Mhm.
From my understanding, one of the, and it might have been various, detectives had an emergency, so they're not available this morning. My understanding, Judge, so I don't think that there's any way we would finish this case this week.
Mhm.
My understanding is that there would be a visiting judge the week after that.
Yes.
I think we would prefer if there was for continuity's sake, if we could try this in front of you the entire time. And so from my understanding, the state was not opposed to that and they're okay with it. We have picked out a possible date, if that's okay with you, Judge.
All right, and what date would that be?
That would be July 8th.
All right, we'll put it down for July.
Is that fine? Thank you,
Yes.
Judge. Okay.
All right, so, and then I have your motion in limine. So with regards to your motion in limine, that will need to be a hearing outside the presence of the jury because I don't know anything about your case.
Sure, I understand. Yeah, but there are, I guess, one motion to suppress that we would have that would need to be heard with those witnesses, and then one just on the indictment that no witnesses, just argument.
Okay.
And so would we handle those all on the 8th?
State, is it easier to have your witnesses here once if there are witnesses needed or?
I would say once, Judge, so just, I believe if the court was okay with it, we could just proceed through jury selection on July 8th and then have the motions hearing on Wednesday, July 9th in the morning prior to opening.
As long as it's prior to opening, Judge, that's fine with me.
All right. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have my own. You do that? I have one. Those are all non-issues. And I have a motion.
Yes.
So I'll call the number for rescue care. There was no answer and the voicemail was full. I went ahead and sent a text and
Okay.
let him know that I'm an attorney and looking for a group home for clients.
All right, let me see if I can call them, okay?
Okay.
If you don't have any objections with that.
I don't have any objections, but I do have PSI across the hall with the
Okay.
suppose and there's complaints.
All right, and did you talk to the AG that's on?
They said just to let them know when we have a plan.
All right, okay, let me call them.
Okay.
All right.
In the event that we don't get a hold of anybody, can we just recall it for tomorrow?
You don't want us. It's like you got the that in the system.
Yes.
Yes, Judge, on this particular case, it's in February 17th.
All right, so Mr. Mejia, February 17th is the earliest we can put you on the docket. We have other cases that are set for jury trial that are murder cases, okay? So that's the earliest we can give you. So we'll see you next year.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you. Can you stay there for a minute?
Can you believe it's gonna be 2026? And Norma, could you let them know back that we should be receiving a phone call for that place that has the housing issues?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be a while for them to call.
Judge.
All right, just let him have a seat and I will call him up after I put this in the system. And Norma. Mr. Thomas, can you come forward, please?
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
You need my client here?
Yes.
Okay.
And Mr. Aga Rob. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place with my.
I just call him by his first name. It's just easier. I have gotten a hold of the bonding company and they are in agreement to stay on the bond. And I have text messages just going back and forth.
Oh, I mean, you're an officer of the court.
Yes.
So. See, now he doesn't have to make another bond.
Yay. Okay.
So, I'll ask that the, warrant be recalled.
Mhm.
All right, so on this case, now we can talk about other things. Where are we with discovery and everything?
Infancy stage, just indicted. Your Honor, I've been in trial a little bit lately and, I haven't conferred with the state to get an offer, but I don't think I'm ready to get an offer right now because I have to go through the videos.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Yep. On this case, recall it for 30 days for discovery. And state at this 30-day setting, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
July 10th.
All right,
June? Yeah. June.
it will be July 10th, and if you'll give him a reset form.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to go put it in the box?
And that one, you just need to have the warrant recalled. And then. More. Oh, and Rashawn. On Mr. Howie, I also have another number. And oh, and Deputy Laura? If you could give that to Rashawn. Because her others walked away, somebody had it walking. You are welcome. And let me see the file on Dorian Camarillo, please. All right, if there is anyone here in the audience for Dorian Camarillo, that case is going to be reset for July 24th, the same date as the other person. So I know there were some moms and dads that were here, so that case is being reset. So Deputy Laura, the 24th.
So what setting is he on?
Yes, what's that?
So I'm gonna get some discovery. Yeah, that's fine. Judge, may I approach on Mr. Thomas?
Yes, can I see the file on Thomas, please?
Two files. Richard Thomas.
These are the two. All right. All right, Mr. Thomas, come down. All right, Mr. Thomas, you requested a new attorney be appointed because of the lack of contact with your other attorney. What I can tell you is about your other attorney as this attorney as well. They're both good attorneys. The other attorney just has some medical issues that are occurring, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset for discovery, if your
Like
attorney
that?
wants you
Okay.
here sooner, all he has to do is let the court and we'll put you down sooner. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Have a seat over there. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Norman, this is the last case. I didn't notice it was 12. It's after 12. Yeah, this plea is going to be the last thing. And everything else is going to be recalled tomorrow. All
I
right,
shall have, and I did put a note for you up there.
okay. All right, Norma on Rodriguez, 3-week reset.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not there.
You're welcome. It's okay. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 2338A State versus Anthony Cochran. Can I have parties announced?
Attorney Galloway from State. Meredith Chacon for Mr. Cochran, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Cochran?
Yes,
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cochran, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cochran, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury as a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? The court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cochran, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. And you said you're very satisfied with the way you've been represented.
Yes, Your Honor.
I gotta let people say that because sometimes when you're a defense attorney, you're in the trenches and that makes you carry on. You're just thinking about giving up the career of being an attorney and then that one client. All right, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 2339C. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, community service hours, and no contact with many people.
Yes, ma'am.
And those people are the people that were alleged to be involved in this incident.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the hostility management course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state?
Yes,
And the court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
State offer states one in attachments. No objection, Your Honor. I did go over the attachments with my client.
All right. Did you understand the waiver and stipulations?
Yes.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Do you wish a reset?
Judge, he would like to do the PSI. He's very invested in how he is successful on probation in your court, and he wants to be able to speak with them and fulfill the obligations of doing the evaluations for you.
All right, what evaluations are?
I mean, I think he wants to do the TAP and follow whatever, but I think he wants the opportunity to talk to them in the PSI, so.
All right, if we could set this for a PSI and TAP evaluation, with a PSI and TAP evaluation, it's going to be 8 weeks because
Yes, sir.
it's the backlog.
I explained that to him.
All right, what date? 8 weeks? All right, August 4th.
He's very motivated, judges. He was very satisfied with me. I will just tell you, this is one of my more motivated clients as far as taking any kind of chance he can get with you.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Make sure that you meet all of your dates because you'll have a date to meet with probation.
Okay.
Then there's another date for your PSI and TAP evaluation.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Judge, may I-
Yes. All right, where is Miss Deshauna Robinson? If you'll come forward, please. Oh, you can just come forward without calling her. It's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Hi. All right, so the state has said that the complaining witness has waived prosecution. Your attorney will give you advice, but here's my advice to you. Don't contact the complaining witness, okay?
So
Don't
if she
talk-
contact me, just block her?
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest contacting her because this case was pending. The complainant is listed.
Yes, ma'am.
And now the complainant is saying that they don't want to continue with prosecution. But you can also get your attorney's advice, which I would suggest you do as well.
Okay, so is this gonna be showable on my
No,
like
this is
record
done.
if somebody pull it?
This is done. All right, good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right, so we're taking our